Ever wondered what a volcanic eruption and a successful business strategy have in common? Or how the sudden burst of lava can teach us about timing in the corporate world? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of strategic planning in business, with a twist of natural phenomena and historical wisdom. First off, let's get our facts straight. Did you know that volcanic eruptions, though seemingly sudden, are the result of long-term pressure and strategic buildup of magma beneath the Earth's surface? Similarly, did you know that Napoleon Bonaparte, the legendary military strategist, believed that thorough preparation and the right timing were crucial for victory in warfare? These insights set the stage for our exploration of strategic planning in business. So, what exactly is strategic planning? In simple terms, it's the process of defining a company's direction and making decisions on allocating its resources to pursue this strategy. It's like landing a big client after months of preparation, selling a business at the peak of its value, winning a race through meticulous training, writing a hit song after countless revisions, or building a dream home with every detail planned out. Strategic planning is the roadmap to success, guiding businesses through the competitive landscape. Now, let's talk about volcanic eruptions. These awe-inspiring events are the result of patience and strategic buildup, much like waiting for a late bus on a cold winter night, learning to cook without burning the kitchen, saving for a dream vacation, teaching a kid to tie their shoes, or debugging code all night until it finally works. Volcanic eruptions are nature's way of releasing pent-up energy, a testament to the power of patience and timing. The relationship between strategic planning and volcanic eruptions is more profound than you might think. Patience is like the fuel, and success is the destination, but sometimes the road is blocked, and you need to find a new path. Just as magma builds up beneath the Earth's surface, businesses must strategically accumulate resources and knowledge. The eruption, or the moment of success, is the result of this long-term buildup, perfectly timed to maximize impact. And just like a volcanic eruption can reshape the landscape, strategic planning can transform a business, creating new opportunities and clearing the way for growth. To illustrate the power of strategic planning, let's look at the story of Thomas Edison. Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His relentless pursuit of success, through countless experiments and iterations, is a testament to the importance of strategic planning. Edison's story reminds us that success often comes after many attempts, and that each failure is a stepping stone towards the ultimate goal. Another inspiring example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her books became a global phenomenon, Rowling faced rejection from 12 different publishers. But she never gave up on her vision, and her strategic planning paid off when Bloomsbury finally took a chance on her manuscript. Rowling's story shows us that even in the face of adversity, strategic planning and perseverance can lead to incredible success. And let's not forget about Colonel Harland Sanders, the founder of KFC. Before his famous chicken recipe became a household name, Sanders pitched his idea to over 1,000 restaurants, facing rejection time and time again. But he never lost faith in his strategic plan, and eventually, his persistence paid off when he found a partner willing to take a chance on his unique recipe. Sanders' story is a reminder that strategic planning requires not only vision but also the courage to keep pushing forward, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Now, let's bring these insights into the world of business. Larry Page, the co-founder of Google, is a firm believer in the power of strategic planning. He advocates for a long-term vision, focusing on innovation and anticipating future trends. Page's approach aligns perfectly with the strategic build-up seen in volcanic activity, as he patiently builds Google's resources and capabilities, waiting for the right moment to erupt with new products and services that reshape the tech landscape. The rise of Samsung Electronics is another testament to the power of strategic planning and timing. From its humble beginnings as a small trading company, Samsung meticulously planned its entry into new markets and technologies. Like the strategic buildup and eventual eruption of a volcano, Samsung's long-term vision and patience led to its current success and dominance in the electronics industry. The company's story is a reminder that strategic planning is not just about short-term gains but about building a foundation for long-term success. So, what can we learn from these stories and insights? First and foremost, strategic planning is not a one-time event but an ongoing process. It requires patience, like waiting for a late bus or learning to cook without burning the kitchen. It demands persistence, like saving for a dream vacation or teaching a kid to tie their shoes. And it necessitates adaptability, like debugging code all night until it finally works. Strategic planning is also about timing, knowing when to hold back and when to erupt with new ideas and initiatives. It's like landing a big client after months of preparation, selling a business at the peak of its value, winning a race through meticulous training, writing a hit song after countless revisions, or building a dream home with every detail planned out. The key is to build up your resources and capabilities strategically, waiting for the right moment to make your move. But strategic planning is not just about the destination, it's also about the journey. It's about learning from failures, like Edison's 10,000 attempts at inventing the light bulb. It's about persevering in the face of rejection, like Rowling's 12 rejections before finding a publisher for Harry Potter. And it's about never giving up on your vision, like Sanders' 1,000+ pitches before finding a partner for KFC. In the world of business, strategic planning is the key to success. It's what allowed Larry Page to build Google into a global powerhouse, anticipating future trends and innovating relentlessly. It's what enabled Samsung to rise from a small trading company to a dominant force in the electronics industry, meticulously planning its entry into new markets and technologies. And it's what can help any business, big or small, navigate the challenges and opportunities of the modern world. So, the next time you're feeling impatient or discouraged, remember the power of strategic planning. Think of the volcanic eruption, building up its energy over time until it finally erupts in a spectacular display of power and transformation. And think of the great figures throughout history, from Napoleon to Edison to Rowling to Sanders, who achieved incredible success through their strategic vision and unwavering persistence. In the end, strategic planning is not just a business concept, it's a way of life. It's about setting goals, making plans, and taking action, one step at a time. It's about learning from failures and celebrating successes, always keeping your eyes on the prize. And it's about believing in yourself and your vision, even when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. So, go forth and plan strategically, my friends. Build up your resources, anticipate the future, and wait for the right moment to make your move. And when you finally erupt with success, remember the lessons of the volcano and the great figures who came before you. Because in the end, strategic planning is not just about reaching your destination, it's about enjoying the journey and making a lasting impact on the world around you. Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deeper into the fascinating world of strategic planning in business, drawing parallels with volcanic eruptions and the teachings of great figures like Napoleon Bonaparte and Larry Page. Pretty cool, huh? Let's explore 3 philosophies from these icons, connecting them to strategic planning and the awe-inspiring power of volcanic eruptions. First up, let's talk about Napoleon Bonaparte's philosophy of arete, or excellence. Napoleon believed that thorough preparation and the right timing were crucial for victory, much like the strategic buildup of magma beneath the Earth's surface before a volcanic eruption. This philosophy can be applied to various fields, such as sports, culinary arts, and painting. In the world of sports, an athlete striving for arete is like a volcano building up pressure over time. They dedicate countless hours to training, perfecting their technique, and strategizing their approach to competitions. Just as a volcano's eruption is the result of long-term buildup, an athlete's success on the field or court is the culmination of their hard work and preparation. It's like leveling up in a video game, takes forever but you're unstoppable after. In the kitchen, a chef pursuing arete is similar to a volcano slowly amassing magma. They meticulously plan their recipes, source the finest ingredients, and hone their skills through years of practice. When the time comes to serve their culinary creations, it's like a volcanic eruption, bursting forth with flavor and delighting the taste buds of their guests. It's like a culinary explosion, but without the ash and lava. For a painter, achieving arete is akin to the strategic buildup of a volcanic eruption. They spend countless hours studying their craft, experimenting with techniques, and planning their compositions. When they finally put brush to canvas, it's like the eruption of a volcano, pouring out their creativity and passion onto the surface. It's like a masterpiece erupting from their soul. Now, let's shift gears and explore Larry Page's philosophy of the 10,000-hour rule, which emphasizes the importance of long-term dedication and strategic planning. Just as a volcano builds up pressure over time before erupting, individuals who invest 10,000 hours in their craft can achieve mastery and success. A guitarist striving to master their instrument is like a volcano slowly building up magma. They dedicate countless hours to practicing scales, chords, and songs, gradually improving their skills over time. When they finally take the stage and perform, it's like a volcanic eruption, pouring out their passion and talent for all to hear. It's like a musical eruption that leaves the audience in awe. In the world of coding, a programmer working towards the 10,000-hour mark is similar to a volcano amassing pressure beneath the Earth's surface. They spend years learning programming languages, solving complex problems, and developing their skills. When they finally create a groundbreaking piece of software, it's like a volcanic eruption, bursting forth with innovation and changing the technological landscape. It's like a digital eruption that transforms the world. For us Urjan, achieving mastery through the 10,000-hour rule is akin to the strategic buildup of a volcanic eruption. They dedicate countless hours to studying anatomy, practicing surgical techniques, and honing their skills in the operating room. When they finally perform a life-saving procedure, it's like a volcanic eruption, bursting forth with skill and precision to save a patient's life. It's like a medical eruption that brings hope and healing. Now, let's dive into some inspiring stories that showcase the power of strategic planning and timing in business, much like the buildup and eruption of a volcano. First, let's look at the incredible journey of Disney from bankruptcy to becoming an entertainment empire. In the early 1980s, Disney was on the brink of financial ruin, but through strategic planning and a focus on long-term vision, the company staged a remarkable comeback. They invested in new theme parks, expanded their film and television offerings, and carefully planned their entry into new markets. Just like a volcano building up pressure over time, Disney's strategic planning and timing led to an explosive growth that transformed them into the global powerhouse we know today. Next, let's explore the near failures and ultimate success of Elon Musk's SpaceX. In the early days of the company, SpaceX faced numerous setbacks and rocket failures, but Musk's unwavering commitment to strategic planning and innovation kept the company moving forward. They meticulously planned each launch, learned from their mistakes, and gradually built up their expertise and technology. Like a volcano slowly amassing magma, SpaceX's strategic approach eventually led to a series of successful launches and contracts with NASA, propelling them to the forefront of the space industry. It's like a space eruption that's taking us to new frontiers. Finally, let's look at Oprah Winfrey's incredible journey from rags to TV queen. Growing up in poverty, Oprah faced numerous challenges, but her strategic planning and determination helped her overcome them. She carefully planned her career, starting in local radio and television before launching her own talk show. Through her long-term vision and ability to connect with audiences, Oprah built a media empire that includes a magazine, a book club, and her own television network. Just like a volcano building up pressure over time, Oprah's strategic planning and timing led to an explosive success that has inspired millions around the world. As we can see, strategic planning and timing are crucial for success in business, much like the buildup and eruption of a volcano. By drawing inspiration from the philosophies of Napoleon Bonaparte and Larry Page, and learning from the stories of Disney, SpaceX, and Oprah Winfrey, we can better understand the importance of long-term vision, dedication, and the right timing in achieving our goals. So, let's keep building up that pressure, planning strategically, and preparing for our own volcanic eruptions of success. And now, as we wrap up our journey through the fascinating world of strategic planning in business, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. You see the point, don't you? Just like a volcanic eruption, success in business often comes from a long-term buildup of strategic planning and perfect timing. Napoleon Bonaparte knew this well, emphasizing the importance of thorough preparation and the right moment for victory. Larry Page, the visionary behind Google, also understood the power of the long-term vision and strategic planning, always looking ahead to anticipate future trends. And Samsung Electronics, well, they're a prime example of how meticulous planning and timing can transform a small trading company into a global tech giant. It's like watching a volcano erupt after years of pressure building up beneath the surface, sudden, powerful, and awe-inspiring. But what does this mean for life? Can we apply these lessons beyond the boardroom? Absolutely, and here's how. First, break your goals into bite-sized chunks. Just like a volcano doesn't erupt all at once, tackle your objectives one step at a time. This makes them more manageable and less overwhelming. Second, embrace the waiting game. Life lessons are like Wi-Fi signals, hard to catch but game-changing when you do. Patience is key, whether you're waiting for the perfect moment to launch a business or for a personal dream to come true. Third, keep learning and adapting. The world is constantly changing, and so should you. Be like a chameleon, always ready to shift your strategy to fit the new landscape. Fourth, don't be afraid to take risks. Sometimes, you need to leap into the unknown, just like a volcano finally erupting after years of buildup. And finally, celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Every eruption, every success, is a testament to your hard work and strategic planning. Let's dive into some stories that illustrate these principles in action. Take Steve Jobs' comeback with Apple. After being ousted from the company he co-founded, Jobs returned in 1997 with a clear vision and strategic plan. He focused on innovation, launching products like the iMac, iPod, iPhone, and iPad, which revolutionized the tech industry. His strategic planning and timing were impeccable, leading to Apple's resurgence as a global leader. It's like watching a volcano erupt after years of silence, suddenly dominating the landscape. Then there's Nelson Mandela, who waited 27 years in prison before leading South Africa to democracy. His patience and strategic planning during those long years were crucial. Mandela used his time to study, plan, and build alliances, much like the slow buildup of magma beneath a volcano. When the time was right, he emerged as a leader, guiding his country through a peaceful transition. It's like watching a volcano finally erupt after decades of pressure, bringing about a new era. Albert Einstein's late-blooming genius is another inspiring story. He didn't speak until he was 4 and didn't read until he was 7, but he never stopped learning and questioning the world around him. His strategic planning and timing paid off when he developed the theory of relativity in his late 20s. It's like watching a volcano that takes its time to build up, but when it erupts, it changes the world forever. And let's not forget Ludwig van Beethoven, who continued to compose masterpieces even as he lost his hearing. His strategic planning and timing were evident in how he adapted his methods, using vibrations to feel the music. Despite his challenges, Beethoven's work continues to inspire and move people around the world. It's like watching a volcano that, despite being dormant, still has the power to create something beautiful and impactful. So, what does all this mean for you? What's your toughest trait? Share below. Could you keep going after 1,000 no's? How do you break down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps? What risks are you willing to take to achieve your dreams? And finally, how do you celebrate your victories, no matter how small? As we close this chapter on strategic planning in business, remember that life is full of eruptions and buildups, just like a volcano. The key is to be patient, plan strategically, and wait for the right moment to make your move. Whether you're launching a new business, pursuing a personal goal, or simply trying to navigate the ups and downs of life, these lessons can guide you to success. So, keep learning, keep adapting, and keep pushing forward. And who knows? Your next eruption might just change the world. In the end, strategic planning is like a good cup of coffee. It takes time to brew, but the results are worth the wait. And just like a volcano, the pressure and buildup can be intense, but when you finally erupt, the impact can be monumental. So, embrace the journey, enjoy the process, and never stop planning for the future. After all, as Napoleon Bonaparte once said, the battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. And in the world of business and life, that control comes from strategic planning and perfect timing. So, go out there and make your mark on the world. Plan strategically, wait patiently, and when the time is right, erupt with all your might. And remember, just like a volcano, your journey might be long and challenging, but the eruption will be worth it. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning, start building, and get ready to erupt.